All right, baby. On the count of 3, your favorite thing that we did in Greece. 1, 2, 3.
Eat.
Drink. Again. Again. Welcome back to the vlog. My name is Tommy Grimes, and I vlog about people, places, and things that I love from the city of brotherly love to the city of angels. And I'm joined again by the love of my life, the beautiful, the talented Sandra. And you can check her out on Instagram at NaniDureArt to see what amazing new creations she's thinking of next. What do you think of next, baby?
I have a feelings in my mind.
Ooh, that sounds intriguing. This is number 4 in our Take Me Back travel vlog series. We're just doing a couple of these travel vlogs because we're in quarantine and we can't go anywhere. And we're thinking we should just like go back and look at our old pictures and videos that we took from our various travels and throw them out there on the internet. Yeah, like spend some time reminiscing. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. Take me back. Last vlog, we went to Germany. We talked about having my 30th birthday there in Germany. Flash forward a year later, 2017, it's Sandy's birthday. She's turning 30. I know, you wouldn't, like, what, 30? No way, no way.
I wouldn't.
Good genes, good genes. Why did you want to go to Greece? What made you pick Greece?
So I always wanted to go to Greece because I watched a movie called Mamma Mia. And anyways, they made it look beautiful.
You weren't a child when that came out. That came out in like the mid-2000s.
In my brain, I was a child, okay? I was like,
you were not a child.
Dreaming about going to this beautiful,
you were probably in your 20s.
Enchanting, foreign, beachy place, okay? Where the water just glistened as you looked into it.
Fair enough, okay, yep.
Right? It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So I always wanted to go. And I figured I would go on my 30th.
Our itinerary was basically a couple days in Athens where we land, a couple days in Santorini, and then 2 nights in Mykonos. So remember what airline we flew?
Emirates.
That was my first and so far only experience flying Emirates, which is like
It's a really nice.
Yeah, that was a really nice airline.
Yeah.
So we arrived, first thing I saw was like a butterfly that we took a picture of. We're like, this is like a good omen. We're gonna have a fun trip. Butterfly here, butterflies are good luck for us. We took our Uber into our Airbnb, which was like kind of like almost underground. It was like the lower level.
It was tiny, but it had everything
Perfect
we
for us.
needed. Perfect, like the coffee machine.
An espresso. We are such coffee people. That's so funny. Like, oh, it's got an espresso machine. Sweet, and it had like little cookies too. So we were near the Parthenon, right? So that was kind of like the big draw to the area. And I think we got in and we went out that night. We explored some of the bars in the area, and we went.
We went to the museum. We didn't like go into the museum that day, but like we walked around.
That was the
walking
area.
Distance to like everything.
Yeah. So day 2, we went to a really nice coffee shop, and then we went to the Acropolis museum.
That I remember. In that museum, I remember being upset leaving that museum. Remember why?
Because so much was like lost.
Because so much was missing. It was like replicas.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, this is what it would look like. It is not here. It's in, the British Museum, this museum, and that's when you realize,
so much
so much is missing from their
collection, from their own history.
And it was like devastating. It made me so upset.
And then after that, we hiked up to the Parthenon. So we passed like a little theater thing. Remember that as we were going up? I think 2 different theaters we saw. Then we get to the top, and there was like some sort of like construction or reconstruction happening while we were there. There was a lot of like construction-y things in the area. A lot of sculptures, cool sculptures, and we're seeing like a lion and then like these like women figures kind of lined up. But anyway, it was beautiful. I remember like coming down, I got a picture of you like on the steps. I remember just like kind of seeing how massive it is, and just it's fun to like look at something like that and then just imagine like thousands of years ago like what this was like.
It's like you're walking this ancient. I mean,
it's
the
really
whole
neat.
World is ancient, but like, you know.
So then, okay, day 3. So we had to get up really early to make the boat. I think we were doing like a speedboat to Santorini,
We
right?
did a speedboat. There's like a 3-hour.
There's the more
ride.
expensive speedboat, and then there's the slower boats that were a little bit cheaper. The boat was really nice though, really smooth, really pretty. You're like flying through the Mediterranean, like looking at all these like beautiful islands. We went off season, right, baby?
Yes, we went off season.
Because it was cheaper. It was October. It was like the last week or 2 of the season. So it was colder. You're not really gonna go swimming at that point. Our Airbnb though was amazing. It was on the southern side of the island and it had a hot tub on the roof. Yeah.
Yes, it was very
That was my favorite part, was the hot tub on the roof. So you don't necessarily need to rent a car on Santorini, right, baby? What do?
We rent like a 4-wheeler.
So we rented a 4-wheeler when we got there, which was awesome. And so you didn't have your license.
Because it's an island, so a lot of the locals, that's how they get along.
So we drove to Thira that first day, and we got some I think we got like 1 glass, and it's like a maze. That whole city that's built up there on the cliffs. It's so pretty, so freaking pretty. But it's actually kind of fun to just find your way through up and down, and you never know where you're gonna end up. I remember we just tried to start making our way north at a certain point. I don't know if that was the first night or another time, but. So our next day was day 4. There was a little coffee shop that was right next to our Airbnb, in this small little town. So it was a really a mom and pop type place. And that's where I think I had my first Freddo. Remember that? That was my favorite little coffee drink there. It's basically just an iced latte, I think, but sweetened.
Their
Something
coffee
interesting
is
about
amazing.
it was so good though. And I was like, okay.
I remember that. I remember enjoying
get me my Freddo.
coffees in the morning.
So then we had our coffee and then we went to the Red Beach. Remember that?
Yes,
And we
I
drove to
remember
the
the
4-wheeler over there. It's we were handing back the 4-wheeler after that. And we went on this really cool hike of these big red cliffs. And I remember you were very scared.
Yes, I was.
You were scared.
It's slippery, it's near the water, and so.
And then we got some dinner on the southern side there, like a restaurant that was right on the beach near the Red Beach.
Pops.
Yep, that was fun. And day 5, well, that was it. We returned our 4-wheeler, and from then on, I think we were taking taxis and stuff. Yeah.
We did.
So day 5, we went to Thira again, had more coffee in town, took more pictures, and then we hiked down to the water. And there's all these crazy long stairs, and they had these poor donkeys that were carrying people down. It made us so sad.
They have this really, I guess, popular attraction, and it's donkeys at the bottom at the base of the mountain, and you can pay to ride that poor donkey all the way up on these
so sad.
Is it
It was
cobblestone steps.
It did not look fun for them. It did not look fun.
You could tell that their
They were not having a
legs
good
had
time.
been hurting, that they had been injured,
Yeah.
and after that I read articles. It made me so uncomfortable. Read articles of apparently people trying to ban that, and I don't know what the culture is. I don't know what the attachment to that is, but apparently some people are it's traditional, and others are no, don't do it.
We didn't.
We didn't like it.
We took the lift back up, and we did eat at a cafe when we got down there. It was in a cave.
Yeah.
Remember that? The cave cafe there.
Yes, that was beautiful.
That was fun.
a gorgeous view.
So then we started walking our way north, just kind of along the cliffs. It's the city kind of builds on the little cliffs all the way up to the more northern city on Santorini. We just took in the beautiful architecture, watched the lights kind of turn on, and took a few pictures of what it looked like at night. And we found a brewery. Do you remember that? It was a brewery, and they were also had a little screen where they were showing
that was my
Mamma Mia.
I want to see an outdoor theater type of deal.
It did, but it was on the cliff. It was really tiny.
It was gorgeous. It was just.
They basically just put up
had
a projector.
A lot of trees and greenery and.
And the beer.
It was a local brewer.
The brewery was called Volcano, right? And I guess Vulcan, live long and prosper.
Oh my god.
Anyway, Vulcan apparently is like Greek for like volcano, and Santorini volcano. And I had no idea about that until I got there, and I was like, that's awesome. And then day 6, next day, we took our journey to the volcano. So you got that little like cove,
Yes, we went
you know,
on a tour.
Santorini, and then in the center is like the volcano. So it's basically like the cauldron of like the entire island, the like where you sail into is like the cauldron. I had no idea about this. And you can like take little boat tours, and they take you onto like the proper part of the volcano that's still like in the middle there popping up. And we hiked through it. There was still like steam coming up of certain areas, like you said, active volcano. And we like learned a little bit of the history, how Santorini could have been like potentially the inspiration for Atlantis, this thriving culture on an island, big explosion sends part of the island into the sea, and that could have been like where some of that legend came from.
Yeah, that also they also explained why it's a very religious.
Yeah, oh yeah. We learned like
Yes.
there's a lot of like churches or like crosses that like face
the
into the volcano, right? Like warding off evil. You can also like, there's like hot springs like in the water like near it, and you can like on the boat jump in and like go swim around. We did not do that. I didn't bring my trunks.
I wasn't prepared.
You were wearing a swimsuit, but you didn't go in at that point.
It was a little chilly.
Yeah,
And I don't want to get sick while I was traveling.
that's true. And then there was like a western island, right, that we go to, like above the main Santorini island. And we go there, there's a couple restaurants. We went there for lunch. And then that's where you decided you were just gonna make like a tiny little dip into the water. Do you remember
I
that?
fell in.
And you fell in. And I have amazing pictures of it. She's so beautiful. This is also when you had your like short hair, remember that?
I
You had
did
short
have
hair,
my-
short hair, didn't care. And she fell in. And then that night, like we were going up to like the northern part of the main island, Santorini, which is like Oia and Tholos. I think that's how you pronounce it. O-I-A. Is Oia? Was it Oia? I'm terrible with
Oh my god, I
pronouncing
feel like
things.
we like mastered it when we were there,
Yeah.
and now I forgot.
I remember you didn't have like a change of clothes or something, and I had brought like along like gym shorts for some reason. I think that was like, and I don't have trunks, so I'll bring my gym shorts instead just in
Yes.
case. So like there you are,
Walking
your little coat
around.
and my like big, you know, gym shorts. It was cute. And then the next day we were off to Mykonos, where we didn't stay in an Airbnb there. We stayed in a
Hotel.
hotel, and we got like a massage. So
At that point, we decided to treat ourselves. We're like,
We did.
We'll stay in a hotel.
we'll stay in a hotel.
And we'll do something.
There was a
for
nice pool
ourselves.
there. We were like very much like more relaxed. We didn't really explore much of Mykonos, the island. I remember your old boss had recommended you Mykonos, right? And
Yeah,
I think
so he
Mykonos
loves Mykonos. He
Mykonos
will go there
is like
to party.
it's like a gay destination, right?
Yeah.
And
It's like, yeah.
especially if you have money, which we found out when we got there, and we're like, we don't have money.
We knew it was gonna be
It's a little bit
It's gonna be
bougie. Bougie is what it was. But again, it was like the last weekend or the week of the season, right? In October. So I'm thinking, okay, there's like no one here hardly visiting. Like there's no nightlife right now. It's just like, at this point, almost all locals and just a couple other
Well, yeah.
people looking for discounted travel, probably like us. And I'm thinking, okay, there's no one here. We're gonna get deals. No deals. Drinks were still like 15
And you're
bucks
like
for
the
a cocktail.
only one
I'm
person
like,
in there.
I would drink more if you gave me a more reasonable price.
But it was
So
still gorgeous. It was still beautiful.
I feel like we just ended up buying bottles of wine and bringing it back to the room.
Yeah, I mean, I was expecting more, maybe like nightlife still continuing on.
Yeah, no dancing,
And there
no
was
nothing.
no dancing, there was no nightlife, everything was shut, all the clubs were
It
closed.
was a little cold.
There was restaurants open still, so you could see like maybe families were still hanging out
Mm-hmm.
there a little bit longer, lingering. But
It was kind of a ghost town though, for the most
yeah,
part.
it kind of
It was pretty. It was again kind of maze-like the way you like look
But
through
yet
it.
again, remember, we went off season. I'm
Off-season.
sure it is amazing
Oh yeah.
when you go there.
Favorite parts of our trip? What were your favorite parts?
The food, the coffee,
Fredo's, the architecture, the history, the wine.
everything. I loved everything. I can't pinpoint one thing. That was definitely one of
Oh yeah.
my favorite trips.
Volcanoes.
The water.
really like the boat rides.
It's reliving my Mamma Mia fantasy.
So that was our trip to Greece, to Athens, Santorini, and Mykonos. If we were to go back, where would we go? What other islands? I've heard like Crete, I think, is one that we wanted to go to. I don't know, what are some tips for next time, or someone else if they were like looking to go to Greece? Where would you tell them to go? And what would you do on Santorini? What things did we miss on Mykonos? If you're in Athens, where else would you go? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to know. We love reminiscing about our travels. We would definitely go back. Greece was beautiful. Yeah. So coming up next week, we'll have our final Take Me Back travel vlog, which is going to be about the Xochimilco canals in Mexico. And I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Xochimilco.
Xochimilco. So again, follow Sandy for her artwork. Go ahead, subscribe to this channel if you want to see more vlogs like this, in addition to more about the people, places, and things I love, including Philly and LA. I have a lot of vlogs about DNA testing as well, and I'm working on a documentary about my search for my father's biological family. So definitely check back for more on that. Got a couple product review videos that you can check out too. Some on like this camera that I'm using right now, the A7S III, and the Sonos Move, a speaker that this one got me for our anniversary last year. And that's a funny video. I had a lot of fun making that one.
You did.
And yeah, so go ahead and watch that one. Yeah, go ahead and give this video a like, a comment, share on your social media so that the YouTube gods will smile upon me. Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all again real soon.
Got something in your teeth.
I got something on your teeth.
It's black.
It's chicken.
Okay.
Probably pepper. This is going on my bluebird.
Okay.
Can you keep that? I should have brushed. Damn these 4K cameras, they can see everything.
I had lunch and didn't bother. All right.
I barely had, all I had was like a little bit of chicken.